Hi, my name is Craig Rathbone, and I'm one of the shepherds here at Adams. Today, I want to talk to you about one of our church's checkpoints. Learn your unique spiritual gifting. Every spiritual gift is a reflection of God's own character and a piece of Himself that He has placed in us for His glory. I like to think of our gifts as our spiritual inheritance as children of God. Ephesians 5:1 tells us, imitate God, therefore, in everything you do, because you are His dear children. And James 1:17 and 18 reminds us, every good and perfect gift is from above, coming down from the Father of heavenly lights. He chose to give us birth through the word of truth. When we realize our gifts come directly from the Father, it changes the way we see ourselves and the way we serve others. Understanding and using our spiritual gifts is so important because these gifts are a tremendous treasure. They help us imitate and grow closer to God. Our spiritual gifts also allow us to be His hands and feet, His ambassadors in the world. When we discover our gifts, it becomes a clear indicator that we belong to Him. Our special gifts grow and develop over time, and we often find them when we're serving the Lord and His family. I first discovered my own spiritual gifts when I was in college, preparing for a career in full-time church ministry. I thought I had gifts that would make me a successful minister. For instance, I have musical talents, so I often lead worship in front of people. But when I stepped into my first ministry role, I realized my greatest gifts weren't always the ones that fit neatly into my job description. Though I was a worship minister, I found that my true spiritual gift is found in connecting with people one-on-one, showing compassion and empathy and perceiving where they might be struggling so I can encourage them. This past year, serving as a shepherd, I've uncovered or even rediscovered new gifts that God placed in me. I remember a time when I encouraged a coworker to step up and use his gift of leadership in his home church. He hadn't been pursuing that gift, but after our conversation, he started exploring ways to put it into practice. Seeing someone step into a role God designed for them was a beautiful thing, and I found fulfillment in helping because I was using my gift to help them grow theirs. Identifying my gifts transformed how I served God and others. And there is incredible freedom and joy in discovering where you really fit. The Bible has a lot to say about spiritual gifts. 1 Corinthians 12 is a great place to start. Verse 7 says, a spiritual gift is given to each of us so we can help each other. Paul then lists various gifts: wisdom, knowledge, discernment, healing, faith, and emphasizes that the Spirit decides which gift each person should have. Later, he uses the metaphor of the body, showing how each part is essential to the whole. Paul concludes this passage by saying we should earnestly desire the most helpful gifts. It's not about seeking the most impressive or visible gifts. It's about embracing the gift that best serves the church body. Romans 12:4-9 echoes the body metaphor and adds that whatever gift we have, we are to use it faithfully. We each have different gifts: serving, teaching, encouraging, giving, leading, showing mercy, all important, all needed. Knowing and using our gifts is part of fulfilling God's purpose for our lives. We're created to bring God glory and serve Him and others. Recently, I watched my son David give a communion meditation. As I watched him use his gift of teaching, I was overwhelmed with pride and joy seeing him use the gifts and values his mother and I passed on to him in service to the Lord. I believe God feels the same way when He sees us embracing the unique parts of His character that He's placed within us. Maybe you don't know what your gifts are or feel unsure about how to use them. I'd invite you to enjoy the journey of self-discovery. Ask the Holy Spirit to reveal your gifts, and don't hesitate to seek help from me, our staff, or a fellow shepherd. We can point you towards studies, tools, or assessments that have helped many of us. You might discover you're already using your gifts without even realizing it. And please remember that everyone's gifts are different, but equally valuable. If we were all mouths, no one would listen. If we were all hands, who would guide the way? God designed us to complement each other, and every gift is necessary for balance and true community. A church full of identical gifts would be a disaster. However God gifted you, you are necessary for the health of the church body. When we each use our gifts, the entire church is strengthened. Finally, if you haven't explored your God-given gifts yet, you're missing out on the truly special and freeing aspect of your faith. Using your gifts can free you from envy. No more comparing yourself to someone else or thinking you have nothing to offer. Instead, you'll unpack what God specifically designed for you, walking a deeper and more fulfilling path. Understanding the special parts of God's character placed in you will draw you closer to His heart. You'll find deeper meaning and purpose in your walk with the Lord as you move beyond simply wishing you had someone else's gifts to confidently exercising the ones He's given you. Remember, discovering your gifts is a journey of prayer, reflection, and community support. If you need help along the way, please reach out. We're here to help you find and use the incredible inheritance God has given you.